Okay, we're starting to work on the boat for putting the new chain plates on to replace the old ones. You can see here that I've already ground off the old chain plates because they were loose in these sockets, and so to allow for a flush mount, I had to carve away some of the fiberglass on the gunnel there, and you can see from the inside here that the bonding is underneath here. You can see here that there's a bit of a gap, but it is sealed further in at the inside of the boat, so it doesn't leak or anything like that. We'll throw some more fiberglass and epoxy in there as we start working on it. You can see here the different layers, the rough glass as they build up the mold on this thing. Kind of gives you a really good indication of how it was put together. Gel coat on top, that's the white layer there, and then the glass structure, which gives it the strength underneath. I've drilled one pilot hole in each one already in order to set it. I was hoping that these would come down and into the hull somewhat. Turns out that the plates are actually only about, maybe because they came up to about this high when we started. It turns out that the chain plates kind of stop about here, or just above my holes, and that is going to present a few problems, especially when I mount this one on here like that, and that top hole is going to end up right in here, and there's not really anything structural there to go through. In fact, if I go all the way through with that hole, I'll end up tucked in just behind the gunnel there, and that's no good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill through that chain plate there with a slightly smaller bit, thread the chain plate, and then that'll tighten up onto there. And then once I've got those on there, then I'll take a grinder and I'll actually grind this down below the surface of the gunnel. And once that's done, we'll kind of bring it back up with some epoxy, reform it, and then sand it nice and smooth again, and then repaint it. So that's the plan on there. The aft one is a similar fit. It will tilt slightly in the forward direction, and then the 7 bolts that I'm going to be using there, I think will give it more than enough strength to hold the rig together. On the inside, we'll use some backing plates, which are made to match these. They were all done on a CNC machine, so turned out pretty good.